Introducing The Sims 2 Open for Business, the third official expansion pack within the Sims 2 series. Released on March 3rd of 2006, even 12 years later, it is still an essential piece to any Sims 2 experience. With that in mind, I am super ecstatic to introduce you all to Let's Play The Sims 2 Open for Business. Hello there guys, it's your boy Paradiso or Lewis, whichever one you may want to refer to me as. As you can see, we are looking down on the gorgeous Veronaville, but alas, I can tell you now this is not the neighborhood we will be playing in. I just wanted to show off from the main menu screen just here that we will in fact be playing in the shopping district associated with Veronaville. So shopping districts are a unique feature that were brought to the game with Open for Business that allow you to essentially expand your neighborhood. And there were quite a lot of expansion options when it came to the Sims 2 expansions. I mean, look at the university neighborhoods and the downtown neighborhoods. There were just a plethora of options, and you could even create your own. Shopping districts were exclusive, as I said, to Open for Business, and that's why we're going to be playing in Blue Water Village today. This village is an adorable and very well made area that is filled with bustling business lots and opportunities. Of course, they are there for your Sims to visit, to play with, or for yourself to play with and renovate, just as I have been doing on my channel. Cough cough, check out my renovation series in Blue Water Village if you're feeling like it. But anyway, as I said, this is just an amazing little feature that we have, and I wanted to show you before jumping into our neighborhood and telling you about our sim. It even has a little bio that says, come and enjoy an exciting new shopping and entertainment destination. If you're looking to update your closet, your image, or your family room, Blue Water Village will have something for you, and it does have something for us, the family we will be playing with. So let's go. Okay guys, and here we are in the gorgeous neighborhood screen of Blue Water Village, as I felt like that was the only appropriate way to start this, seeing as this is truly the core of this LP. I'm kind of kidding. The core of our LP would definitely be the sim we're going to be playing as, who is living just here. But before I start talking about her, let's talk a little bit more about the neighborhood I've briefly told you about. I talked a little bit about it earlier, saying that this was in fact a neighborhood brought along with the Open for Business pack. But yes, I just wanted to go ahead and show off the beauty that is my version of Blue Water Village, because it is definitely one of my favorite neighborhoods in the entire game as of right now. If you have played The Sims 2 quite a lot, you will know that a lot of the neighborhoods that came pre-made in this game were quite spaced out. They were never very cluttered and clustered when it came to lots and housing. And because Blue Water Village is quite a small neighborhood in comparison, a lot of the lots came quite compact and right next to each other. And of course I have renovated a couple, so that could also be a part of the sentiment. I just feel like it is such a well-populated neighborhood, and that's why I thought, hey ho, why not move a sim in here and try and kickstart a business? I mean, this is the place for businesses, we've already established that, so how about I skip the talkity-talkie? That's not a word. Anyways, so let's talk about the household we will be playing as. Here she is, looking rather busted in her mini icon, but I can promise she looks great in person. This is Esther Lombardio. She's a knowledge sim, but I'll definitely get into her simology and her character traits and all that good stuff once we have loaded into her lot. But first of all, let's talk about said lot. Where is she living? Well, she's living in the financially realistic retailer real estate place, okay? Basically, I just named the lot this, which essentially means that's the name of her business right now. But she does hope to own a bakery one day, and that's what we will be focusing on when it comes to building a business, at least at first. But as I said, I'll get into the whole logistics of her story when it comes down to it. So she doesn't currently have any relationships or relatives in this town. She is just a solo sim living her best life, but that doesn't mean later down the line we won't be introducing family members and such if it comes down to it. I mean, this LP is definitely going to be catered towards gameplay more than anything. I mean, for once, it's not a challenge, guys. It's not a freaking challenge. How crazy is that? We are just going to be able to do whatever we want. That's great. And as such, we'll just be playing it the Paradiso way. But anyways, I wanted to read her little description box information section here, because that's something, if you don't already know, I spend time doing for all of the Sims I create, pretty much. and I just wanted to read it to you because hers is pretty in-depth, and I feel like it's a nice little detail that I could include in this LP, so let's go. After entering adolescence with little to no credentials, Esther figured she'd use her go-getter attitude as a qualification to launch her life into overdrive. Pushing aside the barriers and investing money she couldn't afford to lose, she began building what she assumes will one day be $1 million bakery. And we aren't talking about shortbread. Is she treading the tightrope of success, or has she blurred the line between dream and reality? Ooh girl, if that doesn't tell you that she is in hard times, gonna make you mad. Anyways, if that doesn't tell you that she is like trying to live her best life, I don't know what does, what is. I don't know how I was supposed to finish that sentence, apologies. But anyways, my point is that she has basically, despite being a knowledge sim, just delved into this like face first.
Ah, silly bitch.
You may have picked up her only qualification is her go-getter attitude, which is like basically a nice way of saying she has no background in what she's trying to do, but Esther is definitely the type of sim to think and feel like she is capable of doing anything, and as such that could be to her detriment or it could be to her success, who knows. But anyways, let's enter the lot so I can tell you about Esther herself and introduce you to the Lombardia residence and her $1 million bakery that isn't shortbread. Okay. Okay, so we have loaded on in. It is 2:43 a.m, so we're basically like amidst Esther's nighttime routine, and of course by that I mean she's just in there, you know. Oh, that is the foundation. Okay, oopsie. Anyways, I'm basically trying to say Esther is asleep, but she is looking gorgeous. Look at her skin. Yes, God, you're glowing. What am I doing? Anyways, let me just tell you what's happening here and why I didn't pick up from a more glamorous area of the day. So essentially, we have a werewolf chilling in our front garden. And I think it's a werewolf because she gotta want to become a werewolf. Plus he has like this stereotypical kind of like golden werewolf eyes. He's digging a hole in our garden, which, you know, isn't the most ideal thing when you're a business lot because customers will complain about anything. Also, please try and excuse the background going from like gorgeous mountainscape to just clouds and a blue sky. That's totally down to me being an awful mod installer. So yeah, ignore that please, and pretend it's not happening. I just wanted to take this opportunity, and by opportunity I mean Esther sleeping and not being an absolute nuisance throughout the day, to tell you a little bit about our business lot and what's been going down, and also elaborate onto why I am not picking this up from scratch. So if you follow me on Twitter, you will know that this LP was initially, actually just a current household of mine that I never intended to use for gameplay videos. And I decided, you know, hey ho, The Sims 2 Open for Business is one of the best packs I have ever played with in the entire Sims franchise, and as much fun as I would have exploring it on my own, why not bring you guys along with me? Now, one of the benefits to this being a current household kind of deal is that, you know, there's no restriction because it's not like a challenge. Just, yeah, that's the status quo. It's far easier to play with a current household than it is to play with a challenge household, in my opinion. So yeah, essentially, Esther was a sim I created for personal gameplay, and this has just evolved into me wanting to make videos of it, I guess. Now that doesn't mean it's going to be a current household kind of situation 24/7. We'll be playing as Esther. I mean, that is the core of this LP right now. I mean, I could call it Esther's Life, but I'm not going to because it's The Sims 2 Open for Business, and I filmed that intro with like my actual hard copy version of the game, and it looks cool. So this is The Sims 2 Open for Business. Okay, good. Throughout this LP, I do want to elaborate and introduce you to certain business elements and aspects, just because, you know, it can be an informational kind of thing. Is informational a word? I think I was trying to say educational, but hey ho, this is Paradiso, and he is dyslexic. So I'm going to start off by talking about cash flow, because I'm going to focus on that today. Well, kind of, not really. I mean, essentially, we are completely out of, like, food supplies and such, so I'm going to have to spend a bit and hope to make a bit back once Esther is awake. But that's what the cash flow history essentially is. It covers your expenses and your income, your revenue, all of that jazz, which is intensified when you are on a home business lot, because it takes into into consideration your bills and like all of your outgoing costs, that could even be buying a new sofa or a new TV. It will go into your cash flow history, and they expect you to make it back through sales. Makes sense, because otherwise how are you going to survive on solemnly, your home business? That is what's going down here. Esther is unemployed. She's got a little bit of skill building going on, as you can see, but that's nothing in comparison to what she could and should have when it comes to her business lifestyle. Her cash flow history as of now isn't too awful. There have been some days where we've been in the negatives, but we are kind of in the green for the most part, which is nice. But as you can see, we only have one refrigerator and one free countertop, so we only have a little bit of free space in our business lot to be selling stuffs, and as such we are kind of limited in what we are able to earn, as Sims will get like irritable and annoyed if there isn't enough space to view things, and if you don't have multiple areas to view things, they'll all be trying to view one thing at once. So we really just need to make a couple hundred more simoleons to be able to expand this little area and start producing more products, But I'll definitely get more into cash flow later once we start earning stuff. I kind of want Esther to wake up early, but I'm not going to disrupt her sleep. I guess I can talk a little bit more about our business information. So we're currently at business rank 1. I think we're pretty close to business rank 2, as I have been playing quite regularly as Esther. We have 5 customer loyalty stars, but we need 2 more to reach the next level. At least I think that's what that means. Our business value at the minute is 5,000 simoleons, which is nice, I don't quite know if our business value means that if we sold our business, we would get that dollar back through selling it because it's worth that much, or if that is just, a way of making you feel like you're being productive. I don't know what it actually means, but that's why I wanted to explore this pack, because there's a lot of things in The Sims 2 Open for Business I haven't even really played with, and I've been playing The Sims 2 for years. It's just, home businesses have never really, it's not that they haven't caught my attention, but they've never really been something I super duper explored. I've never started from scratch. I've always just had a sim that already has money and has started a business for fun. It's never been a solemn way of surviving, and I have noticed through the little bits of gameplay I've already done here that this is a difficult task. I'm here saying it's not a challenge, but guys, starting a home business is a challenge.
I am Jasmine Masters, and I have something to say. I have a challenge for you. Get your ass a motherfucking
business
challenge.
Speaking of challenges, we need our girl to wake up. Oh, and look at that, the sun has just come out to play. Yes, God, yes ma'am. And we're going to get her to do her usual morning activities, such as use the toilet and clean the place, as well as maybe watch some TV. Oh no, actually her fun isn't the worst issue here. It's definitely her need of social interactions. We'll call a sim and see what's going down. So anyway, how about I tell you a little bit about Esther over here, who is holding a very gross plate and looks like she smells awful, but it's actually the plate. I promise her hygiene is pretty high, as we can see. She is like my resident 90s kind of aesthetic chick. Her house may not translate as that. That's purely because, I'm talking about her clothing style rather than how she chooses to decorate her home. She's a go-getter, and part of the reason I made her a knowledge sim, despite her being somebody that has kind of used her go-getter attitude as her means of survival in her life, is that her lifetime want is to max out 7 skills. So her knowledge and her expertise isn't necessarily in academics and such. It's more of a knowledge to expanding her being. That is so deep sounding, but I hope you know what I mean. I'm also just talking nonsense, but I do want to delve into simology because that's an important part of introducing a sim, right? Oh my god, also look at this adorable onesie. She is serving you looks in this freaking dinosaur covered yellow all-in-one. Yes ma'am, I'm here for it. You go sis. Anyways, let's talk about her personality. So Esther is a Aries. She's dynamic and confident. She never shies away from an opportunity, but she can be impulsive and quick-tempered. I feel like that is very fitting to Esther. She's definitely impulsive, and as I said, despite being smart, she is somebody that is all or nothing. She'll put her all into something, even if it can be to her demise. She's in the middle when it comes to neatness and sloppiness, and she's rather outgoing. Okay, let's pause because I do not want the pop-up menu for the phone interrupting my introduction to Esther's personality. Thank you. So as I said, she is rather outgoing, which is also why her social need decays so rapidly. I don't know if that's a regret of mine or not, but I felt like she needed to be outgoing, seeing as she is going to be running a business, and maybe in the long run, multiple businesses. I do want to point out, part of the reason she is my business sim at the minute is because her lifetime want being to max out 7 skills really gives us the opportunity to play with different types of businesses, but we can start different business ventures that are correlating to the skill we're working on. So that's why right now she is working on a bakery, because the first skill she is going to hopefully max out is the cooking skill. And that obviously comes into play when we are making products to sell to our customers. That doesn't mean once we've maxed out the cooking skill, we have to wait until we have finished with this business and got it to the point we want it to be before we can start building another skill. Like, no. We can build the skills as quickly as we want. But in my head, I was saying that, I wanted to approach different businesses relating to the skills that she has built already, if that makes sense. I mean, hopefully me being in shambles and never being able to explain anything doesn't hinder your ability to enjoy this LP. But anyways, we're about to basically get our social bar to the maximum, because otherwise it'll be a long day. So we have one friend, her name is Lydia Shell, yes, let's say her name is Lydia Shell. Fun fact, she was actually, and we're just going to talk, our first customer to give us, where is our customer loyalty? Oh, there it is. She was our first customer to give us a gold star, and she actually gave us a, amazing review that allowed us to have this plaque on the wall, which kind of gives us an upper hand when it comes to our customers, because they are always viewing it, checking it out and thinking we are far more amazing than we probably are. But yeah, it's very nice that we were able to befriend Lydia through our business. And I'm sorry that I couldn't show you guys that. I mean, she's only got one friend. There will be more to come. But essentially, that is how they became friends, through her giving us a positive review and then reaching out to us. It was very sweet, actually. So once our social is all the way up in the, in the green region, I will go ahead and maybe restock a couple of foods, seeing as that's pretty important. What do we have in our inventory? We just have a newspaper. You'll notice I do that a lot, because otherwise we just have a bunch of expired newspapers in dire need of recycling, chilling on our front patio, which is apparently a sin to customers in this game. I mean, guys, customers are the most annoying part of this experience, but they also make it the most enjoyable. I can't explain to you how accurate this is. As somebody that works in retail, the customer system in The Sims 2 Open for Business is excruciatingly painful in the most accurate way. So let's just make sure to rise that social bar, yes ma'am. And then second up, we will definitely have to check our food supplies, because I have a feeling our fridge is empty. That's enough talking for me. Okay, we have 6. We have about 6 points in our refrigerator, which, by the way, the point system in your fridge came along with Open for Business as well. It gave you the ability to purchase groceries, and you now had to restock your fridge if you wanted something to eat, I mean, for most sim households, it's not that big a deal because you're earning income on the regular, and you can splurge about 200 simoleons on groceries every now and then. But for someone like Esther, who literally has 800 simoleons to her name, and needs supplies in the fridge to, basically continue her business, this is quite an interesting and very cool element, as we have to take into account what our expenses will be going on. We have 6 points in our fridge. You have a total capacity of 200, and I'll definitely go on over and just turn off the phone a second so that the call stops, and I can go ahead and get a delivery of some groceries to show you how that works. So essentially, you click on groceries, you click yes, and then it comes up with this little box here where you fill up the bar and say how much you want to order in. Now, I regularly order about 180 simoleons worth of stock, because otherwise, if we go over that, we may not earn enough simoleons back. So it's quite difficult, especially on a day when you have your bills coming in and you gotta pay your bills and then you gotta pay for groceries. Like, it's intense. But that's how much we're going to order. The delivery guy will be over shortly. Oh, we got a different guy today. We usually get her, but no, we've got him now. What's his name? Neri Thompson. We'll see you soon. But anyways, essentially we have to wait for the groceries to come in, then we can shove them in our fridge, make some food, and we'll have to start preparing berry pies. That's what we are selling the most at the minute. One thing we can restock is this cheesecake, as it is technically a decorative item. However, I totally don't think it's worth the sale at this point in time. So I think we'll save our simoleons for today because we want to be in the green when it comes to our current session. Once the groceries arrive, we will have the money deducted from our household funds, which will ultimately result in us being in the red zone in our current session of our cash flow history. But it's okay. At the end of the day, like, it's what has to be done. Here is our delivery man with our groceries. Yes, God, he was actually really quick. Like, so grateful that we don't have to wait for years. And now we can come on over and accept our delivery, aka get ourselves in the red zone. But as I said, you know, that's no issue. It's important. We need the groceries to survive. There we go. Minus 182 simoleons, because that's how much we needed to spend to keep this business going. But all dramatics aside, we'll shove that on in the refrigerator and we will go ahead and serve. No, don't serve. Sorry. We will make many group meals of berry pie. Now, one thing you can do, and is quite well advised if you have a bakery going on, is to just make a bunch of gelatin, like jelly, because that requires literally no baking. Like, your sim just pulls it out of the fridge and then you can sell it for about double its price. It's great. However, that is not what I have decided to do in my bakery as of yet, because berry pies sell for much more and they are much less expensive to make, in my opinion. So once we've got a couple of these out of the way, we will be good. Yep, we are completely out of groceries, which is a little bit of an issue because Esther currently needs to eat something, but luckily, you know, we still have snacks, so that is pretty helpful to us. Once she's done snacking on this, we'll clean this gross looking cabinet and we'll make sure the cooker is clean too, because for some reason this CC cooker that was like converted from The Sims 3, I think, it doesn't have a dirty mesh, so I never know when it's unclean, but it looks adorable and it's great for cooking, so we're going to keep it. How many cakes do we have? So we have 3 berry pies. We need to restock one here, and then we'll also shove one out next to it, which basically leaves us with one more to sell. Once that one's been restocked, hopefully we'll make our money back, but we need to open up now. I know her fun is low, but at the end of the day, there's not really much we can do about that, aside from come and watch some TV while the customers load on in. But we need to hurry up, because it can be a negative impression to not have a cashier. So we have a customer already. Here we are, coming on in, we'll be a cashier. Oh, she's just gonna do it in her onesie. Okay, Esther, you do you. And as you can see, she has gained some knowledge on, you know, the register from doing that transaction. These are basically like hidden skills, and you can get bronze, silver, and gold, I believe, but, you know, each one will unlock cool new features, and it will also allow your Sims to run their business more fluidly, especially if they are the only one running their business at the minute. But anyways, all of that information aside, we're going to stop being the cashier for a second, and we're going to go ahead and restock the other berry pie that isn't being sold yet. So essentially, as you can see, these guys are just having a conversation in the middle of our store, and they don't even want to look at anything we are selling. But we can show the item to our Sims if need be. I know your needs are low, girl, but please can you just stop complaining for a hot second? Like, I just want to earn some money, and if you don't shut up, we won't be able to do that, so come on. Oh, she's hungry. Dang it, guys, I swear, usually these business days run so smoothly, like they are the most dull thing in the world, but of course today, when I'm trying to record the freaking LP, she is going to have a BF. So we're going to get her to use the toilet, take a shower, we'll come on out here and we'll watch some TV quickly. Come on girl, go! Hurry up! Like, casually, oh dang it, and now Jack wants to go ahead and buy our berry pie, just as we're in the middle of having a shower. Great. We need to be a cashier because otherwise Sims will actually leave. So can you stop showering for a second? Did she just pee herself? Are they really about to fight in my store? This is not what I was expecting the business day to be. Let's just hurry up and sell this berry pie. Also, negative interactions between Sims on your business lots can give you negative stars if you don't step in on time. So she just had minus customer loyalty stars, which is not helpful to say the least. But hey ho, I'm in the middle of doing a transaction. I can't exactly start intervening just yet. We just sold one more thing. Let's see how much simoleons we gained. We are currently, if we're in the green, I'll close up shop for a minute. We are, and I am more than happy with that. So we're going to close up shop because there's so many elements that are just not going right, in my opinion. I mean, we have 2 customers just literally fighting on the shop floor. Like, I'm going to just ask them all to leave, to be honest, because they are, yes, girl, me too. Stressed to the max. This is me playing this game right now. I guess the most important thing would be to come and get some food. We're going to say, forget the berry pie being for sale, and, oh dang it, I didn't even put it for sale. I just realized. You have to, oh my god, we could have made so much more money. I am such an idiot. So essentially you have to go on the business build tools, and you have to click the pie like this to put it for sale. I did not do that, so nobody was going to buy it, irregardless. We just wasted a day's worth of sales. Never mind. Hey ho, at least we can come on in and we can enjoy the pie we made for our customers. And she wanted to serve some food, so at least we are getting up there in terms of our aspiration meter, and we're earning some points in the long run. Now her hunger is up, which is great. We're going to put her leftovers away as single plates so that we can just easily eat them in between our shifts. When we open tomorrow, we'll come on into the living room and watch some TV because that's like the priority right now. Her fun is so extremely low. I mean, y'all would think that, you know, running a business you're supposed to love would have a fun impact on you, but no, it still work.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we're currently on the cooking channel, I think, and that is not, like, having a positive impact on her fun at all, so we're going to change to a movie. Brilliant, there we are, fun is all the way up there, I'm very happy. We're going to mop up and also clean up the dirty plates in our, you know, in our shop floor area, and then we're going to go straight to bed because honestly I'm stressed to the maximum. It is 2:22 a.m, which is like the regular bedtime for Esther, and I guess she'll just go to sleep and do it all over again. So with that in mind, I am going to end the first part here. I'm super sorry that it wasn't, I mean it was pretty eventful, but I'm just sorry that it wasn't like the most smooth running thing in the world, but at the same time, guys, this is an LP in businesses. Like, what do you expect from me? I'm hoping that we can get up there and figure all of this out together, but make sure to leave comments down below as to what you think we should do next in this LP. But hey ho, you know, this has been a fun experience, and I'm excited to delve into this LP because who knows, this could be exactly what my channel needs. But rant aside, yet again, I'm going to say thanks for watching. I hope to see you on my channel again soon. Leave a like, a dislike, do whatever you're feeling, and I'll see you when I see you. Thanks so much for watching. XOXO, your boy, Paradiso. Bye guys!